What's up, my friends? NBA best bets are here for you. Brand new video. If you like it and you want it to continue, you got to show me. Like the video today. And if you're brand new to the channel, subscribe. You're going to get access to a lot of betting content daily right here through videos and streams. Let's go. Time to get paid. All right, going to start off the show every day with a VIP pick. This one's going to be Mikal Bridges. I posted this earlier this morning at 6:57 a.m. I like the over 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Mikal Bridges heading back into Brooklyn against his former team. Got those odds at -125 on FanDuel Sportsbook. If you look at his rotations, you never really have to be concerned about him getting blown out, which, my gosh, in today's NBA, you gotta be concerned about the National Blowout Association. Oh, it's pathetic. So many bets, good reads get wrecked by all these blowouts. Kristaps Porzingis having 25 points and rebounds in just 22 minutes, doesn't play the final quarter and a half, misses the 25.5 PR. Things like that are happening daily. So we're going to be focusing on some extra unders and then specifically on players like Mikal Bridges, where we don't have to be terribly concerned about the blowout. Here's an interesting prop. This is Jamie Jaquez Jr. for the Miami Heat. Now, Jimmy Butler's back, running about an 18% usage with the Heat since he's returned. And in those last several games, we've still seen Jaquez get out there and run for 25, 22, and I believe this was the other one, 33 minutes. And in those games, he scored 10, 11, and 12. Now, he's been incredibly efficient despite the fact that his field goal attempts are going down. We need to be a little mindful of the shot volume. Now, I'm not saying this is a play. It's not a lock and load or anything, but I'm going to cover some of these leans. How did I get that play? You're looking at it right now. This is mysparbyedge.com. It's $9.99. That link and code are down below if you're interested. Currently, I have the player trends tool open, and this is going to show me, I have this sorted by last 10 game hit rate, shows you the live aggregate line based on 11 different sports books. It shows the average odds as well across those 11 sports books. And then you can see all the hit rates for that prop. I'm going to go through a few of them today that I think are semi-interesting. Maybe we'll call them leans. I don't know if I'm jumping on them yet. I'll let VIPs know if they become official. We will also use the Pick'em Optimizer for Underdog specifically today. I will be looking at that. And then you've got the Rebet Optimizer and the Flip Optimizer. I will be using the Flip Optimizer today. There is a marker we've been tracking, 4% or higher positive EV on Flip, are 22-7 overall. We'll see if there's one of those to start our video today. Again, Mikal Bridges over 21.5 PRA, the first official pick on the first official NBA video of the season. And if you want more of these videos, you got to let me know. You got to show me. Like the video right now, and after, drop a comment down below. Donuts, I need more. Give me more NBA shows, more NBA videos. By the way, NBA shows Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Sunday we've got NFL for a couple more weeks, my friends. All right, let's get back to some picks. And here's another one right here. I've actually sorted by last 15 games for this one. It's going to be Jonas Valanciunas. And you see the rebounds say 8 right now for the line. That means some of the books are at 7.5, some are at 8.5. We'll go check that in a hot second. Check out all his live updated odds as well. But let's open up the Joe Val player card by clicking his name. Boop, there we go. And you can see last 15 games, he's at 8+ rebounds in 12 of those 15 games. He's at 8+ in 7 straight games. And tonight's matchup against the Lakers, I just typed in LAL in this little search box. And you can see, listen, I mean, he's always been somebody that's minutes. The minutes are always up and down depending on where he's been, where he's played. And nothing's changed out there in Washington. Now on the road against the Lakers, you got to think his big body is going to be needed to bang down low against Anthony Davis. Opposing centers are destroying the Wizards this season, by the way. I actually like Anthony Davis higher than 39.5 points and rebounds today. I'm only slightly concerned about the blowout, at which point, if you are too, I think the under 32.5 points and rebounds for LeBron James would be the pivot. So if they're a blowout, I think that's the underplay right there. So if we think Joe Val gets the minutes tonight, if you think he gets the minutes, that over 7.5, I think should be in play for you. And let's go look at his live odds. I'm going to go to the rebounds market and I type in VAL, and there you go. I can see, listen, again, the reason why it bumped up to 8 on our list is because it's there on Prize Picks. But here's the deal, my friends. At 7.5, you can actually snag this in multiple places at decent odds. BetMGM minus 125. ESPN Bet minus 125. You flipper nutters out there can get the over 7.5 rebounds at minus 135. I find that to be an interesting play. The fact that you can get this on Better at minus 122 fixed price if you end up playing it there, I think that's not too bad. Same thing on Dabble. You know, this is what's going to happen. This line's going to get bumped up there on Prize Picks. Sleeper's going to, nerf the multiplier. You've got an aggregate odds of minus 135. It's only a matter of time till this bumps on all the pick 'em apps. I think it's an interesting play there in BetMGM and ESPN Bet at those odds. All right, let's keep going. We got more to cover. All right, here's an interesting one. This one is Aaron Gordon. How did I get here? He's next up on this list. Now, the odds are juiced, minus 215. You're going to have to parlay this one with something else. Maybe parlay it with Rui Hachimura out there for the Lakers at minus 203. And there you go. You'll get a plus odds parlay putting those two together. He's hit the over in 13 of the last 15. He's hit the over in 12 of the last 15, so on and so forth. But let's talk about Aaron Gordon beyond what just the data is telling us. Aaron Gordon's minutes are starting to creep back up. He's played 22 and 22 the last 2 games. I got a feeling he's going to go from 18 to 22, probably today, mid-20s. They got to get his wind back. They need to get his conditioning back. The body clearly is okay, but at this point, they got to get the conditioning up. Now, you actually can see the scroll bar down here. If you're on mobile, same thing. Just swipe over. Turnovers category to the far right, just kind of hidden there. Now, I want to know, how's he doing at this trend, this line, when we have him for 20-plus minutes? So I'm going to go to the minutes played, type in 20, and quickly just look at it here. And I can get a nice quick, and by the way, I'm very zoomed in on my screen so that I can see everything at once, and it looks good on mobile. For you mobile viewers, but it's right here. I mean, I can see this category. He's cashed it in virtually every single game this year. Goes all the way back to Oklahoma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 out of 17 games at 20-plus minutes. The more minutes you give him, I would imagine the more that continues to climb. So if you think his minutes will go up and up and up today, well, Aaron Gordon over half a turnover, so 1+ turnovers, I think is an interesting play. And again, use the trends tool how you like, but this is honestly one of my favorite ways to try to highlight some plays that are trending and to dive deeper into why is that happening, not just blindly taking these plays. I kind of want to look into it. Here's another one. One that we should maybe be careful again. I was just talking about him, LeBron James. And here's the 3-point market. That's the one I just clicked on back in the other page. And I'm actually going to refresh the odds real fast. I'm going to go to the 3-pointers. I'm going to type in LEB. There we go. We got LeBron. And you can see this bad boy is juiced. You're going to have to parlay that. Maybe we parlay that with the other line we were just looking at. But you can get minus 165 on FanDuel. Here's my thought. So LeBron, it's a game I can see him facilitating and maybe settling for some outside jumpers against Washington, who's just not good, man. They're just not good. And if he is settling, if it's an AD type of night in the paint, which I truly think it is, I think we could get a couple extra threes from the outside from LeBron James. And this is an interesting play. He's hit the over in 21 of 36, averaging 2.28 3-pointers per game, but that's gone up. Look at the last 15 games. LeBron's been trying to score a bit more because the team can't win if he doesn't make buckets. That's just how it's worked. Also, they traded D'Lo, I think, all the way back here on this game, Detroit. It was the right before Christmas. D'Angelo Russell got shipped out. And since then, listen, we have seen the assists market continue to climb for him. Now it's up to 8.5 today. And the threes, he's starting to shoot more again. So I think that's an interesting play. If you want to take Bron, King James over 1.5 threes today, I think should be in play for you as well. All right, real quick, let's change pace. I've gone to the Pick'em Optimizer NBA. And let's see. Let's go Underdog, baby. If you want to play over on Underdog, you can use code DONUTS. You get up to $1,000 deposit bonus cash. I'm telling you right now, a lot of people go through this. I like to do a little bit more research beyond it, but I know the math nerds are going to say, Donuts, just take the top 5 they're going to have the biggest edge and do a flex 5 every time. All right, so you log in every 20, 30 minutes and you refresh this page or on your mobile app and you just refresh it and bang, you're looking at it. You're like, okay, here's a pick 5. Later you redo it and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks. So you do another pick 5 and you just run out a bunch of them, volume. Anyways, Paul George, can we talk about this prop? I'm actually slightly interested in this one. If they can keep this game close, there's 2 assist markets I like here for both Jokic and for Paul George. So in games this season without Joel Embiid, Paul George has actually been smashing the over for assists. Matter of fact, I wrote this up about 4 or 5 days ago, but he ended up missing the game. Paul George at 4.5 assists had cashed in like 7 of the last 8 without Embiid, but it wasn't even that. What I was looking at when I did that was his potential assists and his minutes. Now, slightly concerned about the fact that he missed the last 2 games and they come back and give him the kid glove treatment. He goes back under 30 minutes. But at 30 plus minutes, this has been an absolute lock whenever Embiid has been out. Now, again, they're in Denver. Denver could blow them out. That could absolutely happen, at which point I think this ends up being a bad prop. Now, if you are concerned about the blowout, why would that happen? Well, I think it's because of this. I think Jokic pops off. I think the triple-double should be in play today for Jokic. His assist market, you can get plus odds over 9.5 if you want to take it. I see nothing wrong with it. Listen, Jamal Murray back, healthy, scoring. And on top of that, Aaron Gordon is back. This team is firing on all cylinders and have full health back. And what do you see? I mean, this is what we're used to seeing from Jokic. Facilitating the offense more than scoring, despite the fact that he can score at will. 7 shots, 9 shots. And it's not even like he's shooting poorly. 7 for 9, 9 for 12, 4 for 7. My guy is scoring at will when he wants to. I think he's going out of his way to play some good team basketball and get Aaron Gordon back into the flow. Let Jamal Murray get his confidence back as they let him go for 50 points a few games ago against Dallas. So I think this is the Jokic we're going to get for a hot minute. The facilitating Joker down low in the paint, dishing, getting boards. And the matchup today, I mean, golly, if Philly is missing Embiid and potentially even Drummond, how's he not getting a triple-double in this one? So I'm looking at the triple-double for Jokic. I'm going to show you what those odds are, total triple-doubles. And you can see it's only a plus 110 on FanDuel this morning. That ain't pretty. I don't like that at all. Ooh, boy. I'm going to look at another one really fast while we're here. It's going to be Josh Hart. It's going to look at his assists. And check this out. You got a minus 128 aggregate odds essentially across all of these sports books. It's juiced to the under, minus 130, minus 125, minus 125, so on and so forth. You can see over here on Prize Picks, Underdog, it's still sitting there. This line's going to get bumped down to 5-0 on the Pick'em apps. How did I find it? Well, it's right here. I'll look at his player card. Give me a second. There's the 5.5 assists. You can see, with Jalen Brunson really starting to play better ball, the assist is going down. Mikal Bridges is there playing his heart out as well, playing very well. And then Cat putting in potential, top 5 MVP, I shouldn't say voting, but odds right now, which is crazy to hear. And it's the truth. And, you're getting Josh Hart racking up assists. But lately, as some of those guys have a little bit higher usage in some of these games, his assist market has been trending in the down direction, not the direction you want. But, if you're looking for an underdog play, it's right here. It's the 5th best based on the odds, minus 129 aggregate odds. You get a fixed price site on Underdog at minus 122, fixed payout, I should say. That's an interesting play if you like it over there on Underdog. And again, you can use the Pick'em Optimizer. You can use the Player Trends tool I started with. And lastly, we can use the Flip Optimizer if you want to use it. Now, we have been tracking Flip Optimizer plays this year. Anything that we have posted that has been over a 4% positive expected value, basically the higher the number, the bigger the edge you have on Flip. And the reason why we made the Flip Optimizer and the Rebet Optimizer is those 2 books are legal across 40 plus states. So that gives a lot of people an opportunity to play anything they see here as they see fit. We'll also potentially end up making a no big one in the future, depending on what we end up being able to work out with them. And I'm intrigued to see what you guys would want from me, but you got to let me know down below as we continue to make this. Here's an interesting play over there. Bam Adebayo, over 8.5 rebounds. Here's how you read it. So here's the name. You could click his name if you want to open up his player card for the rebounds. And there you go. It's going to bring open everything. I can look at last 15, last whatever. And he's facing Portland. Has he played them this year? POR. And yes, he played them on January 11th, and in that game played 30 minutes, racked up 11 rebounds. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So Bam Adebayo, 8.5 boards, potentially a really good play based on the trends alone. But over there on Fliff, you get a minus 135, minus 151 aggregate odds across the other 11 sports books. Now, what I'm not showing you are some of the other things on the back end that we have, like the market width, things like that. We're going to end up putting it on the tool as we go, but Rome wasn't built in a day. So I'm going to type in Bam Adebayo, and you can see here the odds at 8.5 on Fliff. It looks like it's potentially one of the only books. So 8.5 on Pinnacle, minus 183. Bovada, minus 160. Bet Online, minus 161. Rebet, 9.5. Caesars, 9.5. FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM, 9.5 rebounds. And then here's Fliff and Hard Rock gifting you the 8.5 minus 135. That is a great place to play it. I'm telling you right now, I'm probably going to plug this in as an official play. I don't believe that we have a blowout coming there. Miami's just not blowing anybody out these days. Grady Dick, under 13.5 points, 2.71% edge against Fliff. This is a player that is not getting the minutes anymore as well. We'll go a shorter sample size here, 15 games. I mean, look at the minutes. They've been trending down until this last game against Milwaukee, but 27, 20, 21, 30, 23, 25, 29. The RA, everyone was slamming the over 4.5 rebounds and assists for a long time because he was getting a ton of minutes, but everyone's back. I mean, their team is healthy. Scotty Barnes is back and really has taken a ton of usage. RJ Barrett is healthy. Emmanuel quickly being out again potentially makes this kind of sweaty, but I'm not terribly concerned. Again, last 10 games, he's been under in 9 of 10, averaging just 11.1 points per game. Raptors have a tough matchup against Orlando, so maybe that's an interesting play right there. But again, these aren't the 4%ers. I have heard from inside Discord members are cashing over 60% of all 3% or higher play. So that Bam Adebayo play is a really good one, in my opinion. I think you could rack that one up as a W right now. No, just kidding. And there's no guarantees in betting, but I do think you could put yourself, of course, you could put yourself at a positive expected value to start your day, and if you end up getting better closing line value, in hindsight, this will only have gone up, my friend. So anywho, you have the opportunity to use the player trends, the Pick'em Optimizer, the Fliff Optimizer, the Rebet Optimizer, or you can just straight up shop the odds and prices based on plays like this. So I posted Mikal Bridges this morning, and I'm going to type in Mikal, and at 21.5, ooh, look at this. My line, I posted for FanDuel. Again, I showed that at the start of the video. At 21.5 minus 125, the line has moved to 22.5 on FanDuel now. DraftKings 22.5, so on and so forth. 21.5 on Caesars, juiced to minus 154. Though it looks like the last best place you could get it is on Fliff. 21.5 minus 135 odds. You can't get it any better on any sports books. Any other 21.5s are just juiced like crazy. That's what I do inside my Discord. Win, lose, or draw, I'm going to put you in a really good spot to be profitable as I slam closing line values all day, my friends. And hopefully you access that stuff down below. And by the way, I'm curious, did you see it? Let me know down below. I snuck in the Underdog Streaks full streak cash out that I cashed my Discord out for last night, 95X. It was $10 turned into $953. It was probably my 6th or 7th streak attempt. I learned a lot this time, and I'm going to start my streak a little bit higher with some better plays and then work my alt lines in towards the end of the streak a little bit later this next time around to improve the cash out. But that was our 3rd Underdog streak that my Discord has cashed out this month. If you are a member on Underdog, if you already use it, or if you don't and you use code DONUTS today, or if you're one of our members and not playing on it yet, I'm telling you right now, you got to try it out. Underdog Streaks is incredible. We love posting stuff for it in Discord. Lots of Underdog slips, lots of Underdog streaks, and I'm going for my 4th streak. I started us off last night with a 2-pick to start up our streaks right after I fully finished my 11-pick streak, and I cashed out the 2-pick streak. I'm telling you right now, you want access, you want to support me and tap in. Down below, you can access this website for $9.99 using code DONUTS. But if you want the VIP Discord, the VIP picks, there's a $15 link for 30 days down below. And that, my friends, has 15 premium channels, 10 plus sports covered, including tennis, soccer, MMA, all that. And then you also have 8+ cappers. It's not just me. There's a lot down there for $15, my friends. Get both of them for $25 for a month. I tell you, worth every penny. I'll see you on the inside, my friends. Come back tomorrow morning for the live show at 10 a.m. Eastern. I love you. Appreciate you. Let's get paid.